All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Star Citizen. Yes, you have reached what we talk about gaming. And yes, I'm actually talking about some other games. I know you guys are probably used to me talking about a few games that I play constantly, and that's what I do. But at the same token, as this channel continues to find its place, and I continue to work on this channel and work with other people to get this channel up and running the way it should, you're going to see, this channel go through a lot of changes. But it's a lot of games that I have to get in front of and talk about. So we're going to talk about Star Citizen, mainly because we know that later on this year we have Starfield. Why is this? Yes, refresh. I said refresh. All right, we know we have a lot of different things coming in Starfield. Being one of them, right? Of course, we're waiting to see Starfield. Starfield, yes. Yes, Starfield. Yes. So with all the hype and the craze, everybody's waiting to see Starfield. I've had a good friend telling me about Star Citizen over and over again. And I was like, I'm not sure. I got so many things going on. He's like, well, Starfield is a lot like Grand Theft Auto to the fact that you have jobs you can do. So, that caught me a little bit, but I still wasn't too enthused. I got enthused and I was like, all right, let's just go ahead, check it out. So with this, of course, you have to go to the actual online website, and then you have to pay $45. It's a package, and then it gives you access to the game while it's in early development, because this game is in development. No shockers, no secrets. This game is in development. It is buggy. It is glitchy. It is a lot of things, right? A good working game, it is not. All right, so don't be too excited for it yet. And don't get me wrong, it'll probably end up being a great game when it's all said and done. But let's go ahead and see. You got Persistent Universe, which is where I am right now. So I'm going to go here. And it says you can enter the Star Citizen universe here. Boom. We're going to go ahead, jump in. Now, because this game is in early development and it is buggy and glitchy, it doesn't necessarily run the best. Disclaimer, I have a AM4 board B550. I'm running a AMD Ryzen 5 5600. I have 32 gigs of memory, DDR4 I believe. Can't remember the megahertz frequency, maybe 2732, one of those, I'm not sure. I also have an AMD RX 6650 XT. Nothing great there. These are all kind of like mid type things for PC gaming. All right, so we're in here. First and foremost, you can hit F4 and you can switch into third person view, which is something I'm excited about, right? But just as much as excited I was about that, I want you to watch this. Now, in order to interact, you have to push the F key, and then it puts you back in first person. And guess what? I'm in first person view, and now I have to push F4 to go back. That is just, for me, the worst. So I have to constantly be clicking the F4 key or keybind it to something that's a little more closer to constantly be going in and out of that. That just, for me, it sucks. All right, now let's hit F4 and go back into first person view, and you see down there to the bottom left, it's blinking. It's red and blinking. It says 22%. That thing is saying I'm dehydrated. I'm dehydrated. That's what it's saying. And so you have to hit inventory, right? I mean, I guess it's some form of survival gameplay. And I have nothing, right? So I have to go get something and keep this stuff in my inventory so that I can deal with my dehydration and anything else that comes up. The middle one might deal with being hungry. I'm not sure. But you know, all right, let's just walk around. This is just, you know, and like I said, the game does not run the best. Yeah, there's actually another person in here, and yeah, you know, the game looks cool. No, bruh, I'm just making a video, and just so you can see yourself in the video. I don't know your name, but yeah, all right, I'm gonna go in here, and yep, I'm going to ground level. You're going to ground level too. Yeah, okay. All right, so it's glitchy, it's buggy. You know, it looks super cool though. They got a few good things going for it, right? So when I say it's buggy and glitchy, you know, like they got so much work to do with this game. Looks like an ATM where I can withdraw money right there. AI doesn't do much of anything. Let's see, I can go here and buy something to drink because I'm dehydrated. So let me go buy some water. All right, so if I go over here to this side that I know of, I haven't played the game much. I played enough to know I'm just not feeling it. All right, come on. All right, I'm not feeling the game right now. We're gonna talk about that. All right, so you can go right here. Yeah, of course. You hold F, and then you see here, you hover over what you want to deal with. It says you can do a quick buy. I'm gonna click on it. I don't want to do a quick buy, and I'm going to confirm a purchase. Now, right here, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would like to purchase more than one, but I don't see anything that'll allow me to do that. So to me, you know, right? Purchase complete. You think I'm gonna be happy? Well, you know what? All right, purchase complete. I can't do anything but exit, right? So then I'm going to F key again. I'm going to hover over it, and I'm going to push this again. And nothing to increase the amount that I purchased, right? So I'm going to confirm again, right? Yep, and I'm going to X that out. Then I'm going to interact one more time, and I'm going to click it again, right? You see the tediousness here. Like, this is just right now. I'm going to hit the I key. It's going to open up inventory. I'm going to okay, look at these storage things first. So this is a storage, right? It says area 18. This is where I'm at on a planet. I'm in area 18. So I've got stuff stored in area 18 lockup. If I want these on my person, all right, I've got to put them over here in my personal backpack, right? So boom, and it doesn't even show up. How glitchy is that? Right now, I moved these into my backpack, right? My backpack on me. I got my backpack on me, right? So let's do this. We're gonna hit F, but we can't hit F, right? Right? Okay, I'm not purchasing anything. Okay, so F4, Alt, nope, Tab, nope. So when you hold the F key, that allows you to click on other things, right? So what I intended to do just now was hold F key to click on my backpack, but I can't do that because once you hit F, it does this, right? So now it puts me back in first person view. That terribly sucks. So we're going to hit I for inventory, and again, right, filters, yeah, right, nothing's there. Now this is just crazy. It's okay, I could deal with my dehydration because I'm actually here, but if I was somewhere else, I would be ticked. So let's do a quick buy. Right now that's in my hand. Okay, now that it's in my hand, I can push the left mouse clicker and it shows you I'm hydrating. I'm gonna drink the whole bottle. And that puts me up at 50% hydration. Right now I'm going to hold F key, click on this, nope, back out of that, look down. All right, I was trying to set the can down. You know, it's, you literally throw the cans down and set them somewhere, and that's just, you know how I feel about that GTA, right? You know how I feel about that. All right, so we're gonna hold F. We're gonna buy another one. We're gonna do quick buy. It's in our hand. We're gonna hold the left click button and we're going to drink it up. And now we are hydrated. Right, now let's look down at this and we're going to hold F. While we're holding the F key, we're going to click on place it. And now it's going to let me place it on the counter. And that for why? Now that will go good if I could put it in a trash can, right? If there was a trash can around here and I could put it in a trash can, that makes sense. GTA could use that. You know what I'm saying? But not the whole holding F and clicking all. That's just too ridiculous and it's too much. All right, so look, F4. What good is going in third person if every time I push the F key, you're going to take me out of third person and put me in first person, which is just aggravating, right? All right, so that's aggravating. All right, so let me talk about some of my talking points that I actually have to talk about. So I'm playing the game and I notice, you know, the game is too big. Now let me see if I can show you. It is F1. We're going to push the F1 key. And then we're going to go to the bottom and we're going to look for Skyline. You see that there? We're going to click Skyline. And then I can go traverse all this stuff here, right? First I get on my ship, but that's irrelevant. This is how things go. Now right here it's telling you I'm here at ArcCorp, right? So let's zoom in right there. This is what it's telling you. I'm over at ArcCorp, right? And ArcCorp has 2 moons, right? I guess it's 2 moons. So I'm there. All right, then you can go to all these other places, you know what I'm saying? And to me, we're going too far. And we're going too far, and the only way you're going to know that is if I show you. All right, so there. Let's get here. To get out of this, right, it's just retarded. I had to click on the middle one, then I got to click on X to get out of that screen, all right? Or I guess I could have pushed F. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. All right, so anyways, when you first... Yeah, no. When you first come into the game, you have to buy storage. And what you won't necessarily know is you got to hold the F key and then hover over what you're looking for, right? So until it clicks and shows up, like right there, it's showing you the different things, right, that you can purchase. But I want to get there, right? So it's like, okay, you got to walk all the way back here. You'll mess up and won't do it, right? I got to get all over here like this. Push F. You see that? It says MacFlex rucksack backpack. You can buy it or try on the suit, right? Try it on your suit. So, you know, that stuff. And then helmets. Like, who knew you had to buy a helmet? So then you got to go like this and you got to hold the F key and you got to, hey, buy a helmet, right? Then your helmet's going to be in your inventory, right? Well, mine isn't. Is it gone? Is it lost? Where is my helmet? You know what I'm saying? It's just the game is buggy, glitchy, and it doesn't make sense. So I guess I left my helmet somewhere, right? So I come over here and I say, okay, well look, let's buy that. Let's buy that helmet. All right, so we're going to confirm a purchase. This game is terrible. I'm just not feeling the game at all. All right, and we're going to exit out of there, and then we're going to click on inventory, right? Now I got a helmet, right? But that helmet needs to be in my backpack for when I travel. No, we want to stick it here. Oh, it showed up. How about that? So then you got to right click to equip it or drag it over top of the head, whichever one comes first. All right, so those are the things you got to do, right? So you got to have a backpack, you got to have a gun, so you got to go over there and you got to buy a gun. You hold the F key and you pick out a gun. All right, so yeah, all that. Let's get out of here. Let's go find our ship. So then they'll give you a tutorial of I'm going the wrong way. They give you a tutorial of where you got to be, all different things you got to do. Let me see if I can buy some of this real quick. We're gonna click here. We're gonna click here. We're gonna purchase. All right. Exit. Let's see if put it in our inventory. All right. We're gonna see if we can move it. And it's gone. Yeah, missed me with all that. So anyways, when I say I'm not feeling the game, I mean it. I'm not feeling the game. All right, but Maybe one day it'll become a good game, but for me, I'm like, nah, I ain't feeling this at all. But it's in early access, so it's going to be a lot of bugs, all right? So they tell you, you know, you get your tutorial, how to get to your ship. They'll teach you about the maps, how to read that map, know where you're going, how to get to your ship. So we're going to go down here. We're going to get to our ship because we spent 45 bucks and we got a ship, which you never really lose. It, you know, if it blows up or not, you got to pay your little insurance fee, and then you're good to go. All right, so we got to get on this transport to get to the other part of town, right? Now I've got this game running on medium settings to keep up with, you know, and it's not even like as much going on. It's just a big area. Like none of that stuff down there you can go to. It's just background noise, right? So all that background noise, and I still, you know, once I get from around here, I'll get up to about 60 frames per second. But I know I'm well below 60 frames. I'm probably around 30 and or somewhere around 30. So a tram is going to show up eventually. Come on. A tram. Here we go. Here comes a tram. All right. So you got to remember to keep using F4 to go back to third person view, right? It's crazy. It is crazy. And you see some more glitchy stuff. I mean, it's in early access and it's glitching. So we're going to hold the F key and we're going to sit down. Now what happens when we hit third person? Oh, this is the worst. Can't do anything. Third person again. Oh, wow. This is terrible, right? You can't move. Let's hit. All right, back in first person. So they don't have it worked out and figured out to run third person. So kind of like Cyberpunk 2077, I can see that this game, if they don't fix that, it's going to be essentially the same game. Only difference is flight, right? So it's not even, I mean, I'm sure it looks better if you put it on high settings, but you better have something like a 4090, some top of the line stuff running in order for you to be able to play this game in its current state. Again, it is early access. The game is nowhere near being finished. They're building the game, and it'll probably be in early access for a long time. You know, so I don't not excited, not the least bit, but there's a lot of things to talk about. All right, so first we're going to get on our ship so we can see a few more interesting things, right? So yeah, we're going to go through here, we're going to go up here, we're going to go back through here, and a glitched out, right, AI or NPC glitched out, totally glitched out, you know, just glitched out. Like, yeah, hey man, how you doing? This game, it's not good. Oh wow, can you hear me? Oh wow. I'm really just enjoying how many issues this game has.
Well, I just came back from a 30K.
A what?
30K?
What's that?
That's where the server crashes.
Ah, yeah. So I'm actually doing a video right now, and I got on this game because a good friend told me to try it out, and I know it's in early access, and even as it is in early access, it's got a lot of issues, and I'm just enjoying all the issues and wondering what they could do to, I don't know, better the game. But since you're standing right here, you could tell me, what do you think?
Well, they got a lot of bugs to work out.
Right? What would some of the bugs you've seen?
Well, I don't know, other than the 30Ks. Like, I was using my vulture to scrape the hull.
Mm-hmm.
Scrape it to like 50% full.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd sit back and relax and watch it continue to fill up, even though I wasn't scraping the hull anymore.
Oh wow. Well, did you collect everything even while I was doing it by itself?
Well, that's what I was doing before the 30K.
Oh, I got you. So you just lost out altogether.
Well, I don't think so, because I think with the 30K recovery,
Uh
I
huh.
still end up with what I had on the ship day.
Okay. So since you're right here, some of the things I was looking at while playing the game is once I got through the tutorial, I got into the ship. I had spent the $45 for the package, and I got on the ship. And as I was trying to go to these locations, oh, there it is. Is that the 30K disconnect he was talking about? There it is. There's the 30K issue he was talking about. Disconnect from server. Okay, so I didn't get his name. I would have liked to have got his name, so I could have continued the conversation. So that sucks. But there's, I mean, there's so many things I think they could do with this. It's in early access. Um, I think they're doing too much with the game. They're making it too big initially. I think maybe from what I'm seeing that because they have so many bugs, they need to shrink the game for a little bit, like close off some of the game, like maybe close it down to one planet, maybe the two moons, some asteroid belts that you can go service, right? Maybe one planet or maybe even two planets. I don't know, but maybe one planet for the immediate because of these type of issues, right? And then hone in on that stuff first and then master all that before you expand, because I believe this game's been in development for a very long time. And there's been a lot of people investing in the game, and now at $45 I'm an investor in the game because I invested 45 bucks to this company to get into access this game in its early setting. And so my good friend had said that he didn't like these disconnects and there was a lot of buggy stuff going on, but I'm not going to knock it because a lot of games, they got to go through their process. So, to hold the game, try it, every so often, cut the game on, try it out again and see how things are progressing, because the game has a great structure. It's got a great idea, some great concepts. It's just needing a lot of work. Okay. Like, it needs a lot of game optimization. I don't know if because they've got so much stuff compiled is what I'm thinking, because there's so much in the game and it's so big that the optimization is just poor, right? The bugs are ridiculous. I think maybe they should have multiple cities set up on that one planet that you can traverse to once you get into the atmosphere, because like I didn't get to show you, when you get on your aircraft you can take off and fly straight up into the atmosphere or stratosphere, whatever it is, and then you can look out and see the different locations, and then you can lock in on them and go fly to them, whatever, right? And I think that could be done a little bit better as well. Like even a lock on, a key to lock it on and then make it fly to would be awesome, unless you just want to fly yourself. But even the lock on could be better, because when you do flights, sometimes you'll do a warp jump to another planet or whatever, and then the place you're looking to go to is around the backside of the planet, which I'm just learning. And then it's like, oh, well, how do I get there? Because if I fly to it directly, but then you have to get it on your site when you're up in the stratosphere or wherever it is, high up above the planet, lock in, and then jump to it. You push the key, or is it a B key or something? You push and hold it to do a jump to it, and it'll take you there. So a lot of these things need to be worked out, figured out. Like if I'm doing the jump, why would I jump to the front side of the planet if I got to go to the back side? So it's like literally jump me to the back side, because, well, but then again, they're taking you to that planet. So, right, you're jumping to that planet. Maybe if you put in the coordinates to go to that position on that planet, then it'll jump you to right in front of that position so you can fly straight down, versus having to scan again, look around, because you push the B key, I believe, and open up that other way of looking at things, and then you can hone in on it and then jump to it. So that's like, overcomplicating things is probably one of the reasons you got so many bugs. It's because it's too much going on. It's too heavy and full and could probably go to be reduced. And that's just my personal opinion. And a lot of your locations aren't really like when you go into the cities, like we were over in area 18. Not too many different locations to traverse to, and so like you're looking at the backdrop, you can't go anywhere in that city. You're just looking at a backdrop, so you can't really go there. So having different places that you could tram to and locations, I guess, would be pretty cool. Also, when you land on some of these planets, okay, they're kind of desolate, right? So that's why I said they're doing too much. You don't need all these planets to traverse to, just maybe 1, 2, or even 3. And then you build those planets with locations, with people, with animals, kind of like what Starfield has done. Now, we haven't played Starfield yet. They're going to have some empty places, but we'll see then, because they're talking about procedural locations created, planets and everything else created too. So it can kind of become an empty, pointless place. What am I traversing for, right? And I don't know about any of the business development other than you can go to your contracts and pick up a contract and then just start that as work to go make money. And so, yeah, I don't even want to talk about all that stuff because we can't get past the bugs and the glitches and the disconnects, right? So, I don't know the name of the guy I was just talking to. If you see the video, please get in the comment section, share any information you want to share. Please share your thoughts and comments as well. We didn't get to finish our conversation. That sucks. I definitely want to hear more, but I do like their VoIP service because you can see the audio is up and running. And then people can walk up and you can talk to them. And I do enjoy the fact that this seems to be a more mature game where you don't have crazy people just recklessly talking reckless. And you can have mature conversations, because I do think this is a cool game. I like the idea because when you're in flight and you're flying your ship, it's like awesome. But this game needs a lot of work. So my main thought is just block off stuff, shrink the game down for the moment, and work one block at a time. Work. I come into area 18. That area. What is it? I don't even remember the name of it right now. Anyways, work that area first, and then you got Lyra and something else, Wawi or something. I don't know. Work that section first. Don't give us any more game. Like, give us asteroids that we can go mine. Let us go to the moon and mine some of the stuff on the moon. You know what I'm saying? Give us our missions on the planet that we're on first, and maybe some missions on the moon, and maybe some rescue missions in outer space. But just lock down that one area and master that first. Personal opinion, personal thoughts, sharing my ideas. But if you work on one section of the game until you mastered it, it's not buggy, it runs great, and you'll have a lot more players running around just in that. I mean, how many games have small quarantined off bits of a game, an area that they'll just play over and over because they enjoy doing it? We can't even enjoy the game if it keeps crashing, if it keeps being so buggy. It's so many issues. Quarantine the game, shrink it off, start in one area, master that area as great as you can make it, then move to the next. Stop trying to work a whole game, work all these areas. Just quarantine it. Block us off from all that other stuff going on. Let us test the one section that you're working on at a time. Once you get that perfected, then go to work on the next section, and once that's playable and it's working smooth, then you might can unlock that for us and let us start playing in that area as well as the previous area that you've already mastered. And that's my thoughts on that. Again, I would love to finish the conversation with the guy. Disconnect, there it is, the 30K disconnect. That's what he was talking about. I see it now. That sucks. And will I be coming back to this game? Maybe a few weeks from now, I'll check the game out again. Or maybe if I hear about another update or patch coming out, I'll come back and check the game out. But hey, man, Star Citizen looks like it could be a cool game, but it's just not anything to write home about at the moment. So yeah, I'll kill it there. If you got any comments, ideas, thoughts, share with me. Maybe you got some secrets I don't know about.